Be professional. This is not a chit chat. If you go and chit chat, you can. Your maximum score, if you do a great job in your speaking, basically perfect English, if you're having a casual conversation, your maximum score will be a 7. That's with great pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, everything. To get a band 8 or a band 9, which is very good, or expert user of the English language in proficiency, it's a professional conversation or a combination of casual with professional. So you have to be professional. It's easy to be casual. Most people learn a lot of casual English in day-to-day interactions. So it's important to practice professional communication. And that's my recommendation. Now, this is speaking, everybody, so make sure to speak and repeat. So when the examiner says, what is your full name? Don't just say like, I'm Andrew Mackenzie. That's casual. Instead, what you want to do, my given name is Andrew and my surname is Mackenzie. Please call me Drew for short. And then the next question is, what do you like to do in your leisure time? Okay, again, remind yourself to answer in full sentences, clear professional answers. In my free time, leisure time means free time, okay? Like what you like to do when you're not studying or working. In my free time, I enjoy riding my bicycle. It gives me a sense of freedom. This is new for you. Make sure to repeat it one more time. It gives me a sense of freedom. Yesterday, I went for a 3-hour bike ride around the city, and it was a lot of fun and good exercise. So the trick to good responses is to finish your thoughts, but be mindful, be careful not to jump from thought to thought, especially for those of you aiming at the band 7.5 and higher. Welcome to the speaking section of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner. We're conducting this test in Moscow. The time is 18 o'clock. Let's begin. What is your full name?
My full name is Alexander Vladimir. My given name is Alexander and my family name is Vladimir. Please call me Alexander.
Okay, Alexander. The speaking has 3 parts. I will give you instructions for each. What do you like to do in your leisure time?
Well, in my free time, I enjoy watching sport on TV. Just yesterday, I spent 2 hours viewing a Euro 2024 match, Netherlands versus Romania, which was won by Dutch team.
Let's talk about the home. Do you currently live in a house or an apartment?
Currently, I live in a detached house, and 1 floor, 3 bedrooms, which located is in 5 kilometers on the south from Moscow. Moscow is the capital of Russia.
What do you like about it?
Of course, in summertime, it's absolutely enjoyable feelings living in your own house when you can go out and make some gardening or some party and simply drink a glass of wine on the nature, listening to birds or some nice music which you can play by yourself.
Alexander, you're doing good. I actually really liked how you had more confidence in your voice today. So you had strength and you found a good start, a good finish, and I encourage you to keep doing that. So students, especially in the IELTS, it's very important that you have a strong start and a strong finish. It's really what I just said a few moments ago when I said finish your thought, but don't jump from thoughts to thoughts. So you want to finish your thought. Alexander, that was very good. It was a solid 7.5, so it was between good and very good. Again, you kind of derailed. You went off topic a little bit here and there. Like you said, Moscow is the capital of Russia. And I mean, it's fairly common knowledge. Most people will know that. Plus, it's no longer really about living in a house or an apartment. Then you're talking about your city. So just kind of, I sometimes take an extra minute to catch up with the transcribing, the writing. But just stop. Students, same in the exam. So even if the examiner is not jumping at you with the next question, give the examiner a moment to ask the next question. You have to give them an opportunity.
We should count how many sentences, like 3 sentences.
Roughly. Yeah, roughly. Exactly. Like 2-3 sentences. Keep in mind, everyone, that the exam is 12 to 15 minutes and the examiners are trained to do a job. They don't have the privilege to start and finish when they want. They have to go through part 1, 2, and 3 and ask a minimum of, let's say, 4 or 5 questions for part 1 and part 3. So if they don't, their supervisor will either send them to training or they lose their contracts, their contracted workers. And so that's one of the reasons they interrupt students, because they know that somebody will be listening to the interview. And if they're not doing their job correctly, then that's the end of their jobs. Let's focus on this question here, the what do you like about it? I made a couple of corrections. There were some awkward use of verbs in your grammar, especially with the gardening. When you listen to that section again, you'll hear that slight awkward phrasing. So this is what it sounds like with the corrected English. Well, absolutely, I enjoy summers in my house because I can go out to my backyard and enjoy gardening. I can listen to bird song while enjoying a glass of wine. And it's not bird songs in this case, it's just bird song. That is kind of the adjective noun that describes the tweets and chirps of the birds. So I can listen to bird song while enjoying a glass of wine. Very visual, by the way. Visual language, said correctly, will get you close to that band 9 mark for sure. Okay, let's talk about the home. Which is your favorite room and why?
My favorite room in our house is the guest room, which is located in the front part of our house. Therefore, it is rarely visited by my family members. It's quiet. That's why I prefer it more than any other room in our house.
How can you improve your home?
We can improve our home by adding a garden, given the fact that we live in an area which is relatively hot in the summer. So adding a garden will definitely improve the living conditions in our home.
If you could have just one piece of furniture, what would it be?
I would choose a couch, definitely a couch. It would be a reasonable choice. You can sit on the couch and enjoy reading a book or drinking coffee. You can also fold it a little bit more to take a nap on it. So I believe I will choose the couch, definitely.
First of all, beautiful English. So you have great command, vocabulary, grammar, pronunciation. And I would say that's a solid 8.5 for sure. You're getting very close to a 9. The only missing piece for me to actually say that was 9, expert user, just some greater clarity in the content and some more precise vocabulary in some contexts. So let me show you what I mean. And I'm sure a lot of you listening are like, wow, that's really impressive English. And that Band-Aid is very impressive. Don't forget, everybody, that a Band-Aid is very good. It's near perfect. When the examiners are giving out 8.5s or 9s, they're basically thinking that's just as good as I would have done or even better. That's what has to be in their head. Okay. And it's achievable as long as you know what to do and you practice it once you have the fundamentals, the grammar and the vocabulary. Okay. So Salman, which is your favorite room and why? He said your favorite room is the guest room, and that was an interesting pick. I was like, guest room, okay. It has to be clearly explained why the guest room, right? I thought you were going to say something like, whenever the guest room is in use, that means I have family visiting, like cousins or friends, and it means exciting times for the family. So that's what I thought you were going to say, but no, you went a different direction. And I was like, okay, all right. This is why explanations are important. We don't all think the same. So you said my favorite room in our house is the guest room, which is located in the front part of the home. I love how you gave that visual of telling us where that guest room is found. And then you said it is rarely visited by my family members, so it is quiet. Great. For many more video lessons like this one, including original practice exams, a fully interactive course, and an app for your phone, visit and join our premium IELTS package. You will get 2 live classes for premium students only every Thursday and Friday. It's a great time to become a member. Visit and join aehelp.com. Subscribe to our channel. Click over here. Watch another video. Click right up here. And click our IELTS Hero to join our premium package and get access to all of our videos, practice exams, and a fully interactive course.